Costa Rica is currently on the verge of writing a new section of its constitution, the production of cannabis for medical and therapeutic purposes. This project is aimed to offer licenses for the safe and legal cultivation of this plant and the production of derived products. Those cultivating medical cannabis will require a license emitted by the Ministry of Health. 30% of the licenses will be held by small producers, and medical patients will be allowed to cultivate this plant for themselves under a special permit. Cannabidiol, often summarized as CBD, is a chemical component of the cannabis plant that has been proven to ease pain and improve the condition of people with chronic illnesses. The law already passed through the 2 mandatory debates and gained the approval of the legislative chamber. Now it is up to the presidential power to either sign or reject it, and it is unclear what the decision will be. We keep investigating the possibilities for the use of CBD. That is why experimental facilities like Enrique Jimenez exist, where people like Daniel O'Brien work towards expanding on the properties and removing the stigma cannabis has.
My name is Dan O'Brien. I've worked in the cannabis space, in the CBD market in the US, in Texas, right around when the Farm Bill was passed. I worked with a couple companies out of Colorado, doing product development, and then also looking into the production of the plant. I am currently running the research here in the country of Costa Rica for the Ministry of Agriculture, for INTA, their technology department, as well as Fidacori and Secro agro sector. Currently, we're working on a experimental station, Enrique Jimenez, that's located in Cañas. I currently grow in a 14,000 square foot screened-in greenhouse that was donated quite some years back. And then I'm currently calling you from a 40-foot refrigerated Connex container that's been turned into a cannabis laboratory. So my job is to prove the viability of cannabis here inside the country with the current conditions that exist.
The line between what is considered hemp and what is considered marijuana is different in every country. In Costa Rica, it has been proposed that anything containing more than 1% of THC, the psychoactive chemical found in the cannabis plant, will be labeled marijuana, while anything containing less than 1% THC will be considered hemp. This percentage is still not official.
So in 2019, the president here in Costa Rica came on the public television and announced they were going to reactivate the economy using hemp. And with my partner, we put together a program and approached the Ministry of Agriculture, looking to get ourselves involved with the project that was here and being produced. We had lots of meetings with the Ministry of Ag and presented our case and what we could do to help out. And ultimately, we were selected as the company to move forward here in 2019. I believe June, July is when we finally got started with the actual process. And since then, for the last pretty much year and a half or so, we've been working full-time growing plants here at the facility in Cañas. I can tell you that I got into the cannabis space because my dad had throat cancer, esophageal cancer, and it was really what pushed me to look into the research to it. And being the person that I am, I wanted to kind of see it, and that's what inspired me to really buy plant material and learn how to break it down and figure out what was in it and how to create medicines with it. There's all kinds of medical stuff that people are doing studies and publishing on seizures and memory problems. So I'm excited because for the last 70 years or so, we've really not had the opportunity to legally research and look into the chemical compounds that are in the plant. And so with Costa Rica legalizing medical marijuana, as well as industrial hemp, will give us an opportunity to really sit down, break down the plant with the proper equipment and time, and look into proving what it actually can do for us medically. A lot of people don't really look into the benefits of the plant. They just simply go off of what the stigma and what they've heard from others. And if you really look at the history of the plant, it wasn't until in the United States, Harry Anslinger really launched the war on drugs and targeted marijuana that it really became a problem. Before then, it was grown all over the world. It was used for fibers. Our original in the United States, the military made rope and sails and, clothing from it. So this plant has really been mislabeled and, demonized, if you will, very unfairly. And so I'm very excited to be able to share what I've learned and what I've seen happen with my dad to maybe make a difference in other people's lives. This is a great opportunity for Costa Rica to enter into a growing market at its early stages. It allows, us to use our greatest assets, which is the agriculture capability that this country has, having fertile soil. We have an environment that's superior to most places where cannabis is being grown outdoors right now. It allows us to do more cycles of the plant and also produce some different plant materials. Labor forces that are already in the industry, well-equipped, businesses that can easily get into this and make it very successful. There's a lot of opportunity and things that will come from this for a lot of companies that not only want to be related in the industry, but also want to be a support business.